There it is.
All right, and we're back.
Oh shit, we started? Fucking.
We're not even back. This is the start of episode number 8.
Hella.
I guess we're back if we're talking about from episode 7.
Yes,
we're back from there.
We're alive. We're
But
here.
yeah, we're starting 8 right now. And we're starting it in wonderful Cabo.
Man.
Look at this. We're
Otter.
on location, guys.
Modelo.
Margarita.
Strawberry
Someone's
daiquiri.
gonna call John Gruden right now on the beach. Remember that old, what was
Oh,
that?
heck yeah.
Corona?
Commercial, right?
Yeah, it's like a
I think
Corona.
it was
Corona commercial.
Go for 2 or something. yeah.
And now he just doesn't even
You
pick
know,
up
he's
for
just
us.
with the Raiders being so sad.
I know.
Wow, Raiders. Well, guys, episode 8. You might notice, everybody watching, that there's 4 of us today because the incomparable Bustiana Bustos
Is actually in Cabo.
actually in the actual Cabo.
And we're just here in Studio Cabo.
We're here in fake warehouse Cabo.
This is really nice. The temperature is about 70 degrees. Pretty
Yeah,
chill.
It's chilly out there.
Still nice, but yeah, he had a wedding, so once again, he ditched us. And this time, we didn't get him a replacement because last week when we did, he showed up anyway, so we had 6 of us. So we didn't get the replacement this time, and he's not here.
Hey, but the
Just
4
4.
of us is not bad.
It's
Not
a
bad.
Fantastic 4. We got to do it.
God.
Four horsemen.
Just
Listen.
the 4 of us.
I like it. And actually, we know right now that Bustos is
Dead.
no, he's not dead. He might be. He
We
might
hope
be
not.
dead, but
Chopped up in the freaking
he's
ditch
enjoying
somewhere.
himself right now.
With
And
what?
we were gonna bring in a new feature, the Bustos cam.
Do it.
Do we do it?
I think we should
Let's
try
do
this.
it. Let's
Let's
do
see if
it.
we can bring
And
him.
with our magical screen behind us, everyone can also see what happens.
Sneak
happens,
look into the life of Bustos on
You have,
vacation.
you have service in Cabo. You don't have service in town.
Yeah, so
And we got to get it before he ignores us.
gotta get him a cell booster.
Guys, I
down
can't
there.
answer. I'm having too many strawberry daiquiris.
All right, here we go. Calling up Bustos live. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
Please leave a message.
Oh, he
Still.
left us on red, dude. Wow. Damn.
That was a big
Try
classic
again.
Bustos.
Yo, he's busy.
I think he's with that person we set him up with
Wow.
through the
Yeah,
Snapchat
yeah,
filter.
He had a hot date out there. So.
That girl filter's getting them all.
Oh.
Sorry.
He said sorry, they
He
again.
said, sorry. They again. He's been drinking too much.
Instead of saying try, he wrote they.
Daiquiri
All
today.
right.
Oh.
Oh.
Yo, what is going on here?
He was so broken. He dropped his phone in the sea. The baby shark's
I
answering
lost it
for
snorkeling.
him. And by snorkeling, I mean I fell off the boat.
Oh, when I'm talking about snorkeling, I'm
You can
talking
see us, we
about
can't
in my
see
bathtub.
Bustos.
Yeah, look at it.
Who's
Got
those?
stuck on
You can hear his
Update
voice.
Messenger.
Not
Do
now.
it.
Hey, guys.
Hit the blue. Oh,
Hit update. You should hit not now.
Shut up, Bustos.
Bustos.
Wait, hold up, Bustos.
Hold on,
Bustos,
hold
we're
on.
having
We're-
technical difficulties right now.
Take off your shirt, Bustos. If you're here. We can't even see him.
No,
Now.
Hey, what's
Are
up,
you
dude?
can't see me.
What do you see, Bustos?
Can you see us, Josh?
It's like fucking Ant-Man in Endgame when he comes back as a freaking old man.
Oh.
Did he answer?
I don't know.
Ouch.
He's like, I shit in my pants, but I don't know if it was new me or old me. He's old me.
What the
Yo, hold on. Let's Hooligan message him, dude.
No, he
Hey,
answered.
here.
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry,
Booster.
guys. I was finishing
Sorry.
up my makeout session with this
My
girl.
phone sucks in here sometimes.
You liar.
Hi, Josh.
They said that you were getting your pants on, Bustos.
I know. Shush, woman. Oh, smiling right there.
We heard about everybody's strawberry daiquiris at the house.
Bustos, if you can hear us, how many strawberry daiquiris are you currently in? Deep.
7.
I don't think he could hear us.
I'm 7 inches deep in her.
Oh, said Bustos in his dreams.
That
I
kid?
thought you were. You know what? I'm gonna say it now. Your mom.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You know
but
they never lost a game
and
with
like-
I think they won like 38 or 39 games with if they scored less than 2 goals. And
and like
I guess they scored less than 2 goals and lost finally.
Bustos, I don't know if we mentioned it to you, but while you're in Cabo, all your sports reporting has to be done in Spanish. Tommy made the rule just right now.
Hablo español. Bienvenido a la
Español.
Tell him, Bustos.
So if we can get the
Wait, he's
NFL,
talking. Go ahead, Russos. Go ahead. Before you really interrupted.
What?
Talk
No habla
Spanish.
español.
Español.
Espanol? Who's Espanol? Where is she at?
Is that your is that the lady that's courting you this week? Espanol.
She plays in my taquito. Okay?
wow.
Dang.
I think that's enough.
All
I
right.
was going to town last night and had
Oh,
some great
he was going to
tacos.
town.
You had some great tacos. Oh, okay. I thought you said you went into town last
Well,
night and
I had
got
some
down
big
last
tacos.
night. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he said I got down last night, and I was just
I
like,
thought he
Heck
said-
yeah, dude.
what is up with you?
Josh,
It
with
was
the,
fun. Last night was fun.
dude, Josh,
For me.
NBA playoffs. Warriors took a 3-0 lead, and the
That series is done.
Bucks took a 2-0 lead. Did they finish it off in Toronto, or did Toronto win a game or two? Or is the series
Toronto's
still
going
going?
to win 2 games in Toronto. It's going to go back 2-2.
Dang.
Okay.
The Bustos
Look what
lock of the
Warriors
week.
does to this little guy.
Bustos has no days off. I just want you guys to know this.
Warriors are going to sweep Portland. Its series is over.
Dang. Poor Portland. Bustos, what do you think about Zlatan Ibrahimovic getting banned 2 games for choke slamming the goalie of NYCFC?
I haven't seen that, so fortunately, I can't comment on that.
It's pretty soft, to be honest. But do you think a 2-game suspension is worthy of the Lions' attention?
I've had
I'm head.
Head?
Oh,
What
God.
happened?
He's frozen again.
Oh well.
Oh, my God.
Bustos.
I guess
They
we
finally-
lost
they
him.
finally took him.
Oh well. Well,
They've
thank
already
you,
been
Josh,
taken.
for
Oh,
thanks for
They've
your
taken
contributions.
That
Have a
ended
good
that
time,
thing.
Cabo.
It's going to go look for Bustos.
That's all the time we have for Cabo.
Looks like Cabo.
Next, we'll get the Cabo report next week when he's back in town. You know. So
Wow.
Boys.
even
Oh,
got it.
I mean, he's trying to play us music right now from the afterlife. I'm thinking, yeah.
Cabo Afterlife. Yeah, sorry, he fell off the balcony in his apartment. That's what the phone
walking
up.
in the dark.
He's like, I'm head.
Messed up.
That was
It
the
is
last.
messed up. Well, we love that man. So.
Remember Boost.
So,
As we go.
As we learned, that's Booster's all-time favorite song.
True, yeah, he did say
The
that.
Vitamin C
Legit
song.
said, I love that song.
We played that in like episode 2 or 3,
Yeah.
remember? And afterwards, the next time we saw him, was like, "How did you guys know I love that song? I have that CD." And then we started playing it on Spotify here in the office, and he was just like,
Top 50 songs of all time.
Yeah, he's
Top
like,
50
top,
songs
yeah,
of
that
all
was
time,
top
yeah.
50 all time.
I'm
And we're
like,
like,
dog.
damn, Booster,
I think it's
really
not even
like
top
that song.
3,000, but okay.
Yo, he might have named all 50 songs.
Yeah, he was. He
might
was
have.
like,
It's
he had it in
all
his little
bad.
notepad. Booster's top 50 songs, right here, number 23, Vitamin C. I knew it was the song.
As we go. Oh, I love when she says, we remember.
It makes my heart just flutter.
Oh, flutter like butter. Boish.
Wow.
is the podcast done?
Gosh.
We talked to Bustos about everything.
I think that
Can we
We
go home?
just got
that was a solid up, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. Later. Have a good night.
night.
We got his take on it, boys. But what do you think? What do you guys? Let's talk about a little bit of hokey.
Let's
Wanna
talk about
hokey.
the controversy
Wow.
in hockey right now.
So, as we go on these playoffs, it is
We remember
we remember the
All-
Carolina Hurricanes that we've lost
together.
due to another
up.
shitty Boston team getting crazy on them, sweeping the Canes in Carolina, sending them back home to their bunch of jerk houses.
And see, now we have the conflict of we basically will have to root for Boston winning their 3rd championship in the last year.
The city of Boston
The
winning.
city of Boston over the Sharks potentially.
Winning in every major sport except basketball
Right.
over our hated rivals.
Yeah, it's a very tough position we're going to be in.
And
Take that, San Jose.
yeah.
0 Stanley Cups. 0 Stanley Cups for the San Jose
I don't want
Sharks.
to. I don't want to lose this as fast as we got it.
yeah, that clip is amazing. I would like to use it for another decade or 4.
Yeah, like
You know.
I still hope that has a nice shelf life, but it's worrying me a little bit. So much so is that we're thinking of these potential who will stop the Sharks, and honestly, the Bruins at this point is our last line of defense
Bruins are the
after
last line of defense.
the Blues.
And they're on fire.
Yeah, they
but
are.
the only thing I worry about is they decided to take the finals. LeBron's going to come in and save the day, baby.
If we can maybe get LeBron involved.
Yeah,
maybe.
dude, he'll get on the Sharks. Hey, bro, I just want to play hockey, bro. Thank God. No, it's funny because May 27th is the day the finals start.
Right.
And that would mean the Boston Bruins have 11 days of rest. That is the most in the salary cap era.
Man.
And in the second highest, which is 9 days, I think it was the 06 Oilers and the 07 Senators, something like that, both lost in
With
their
that
final.
much?
Yeah, with that much rest. So we'll see
Yeah.
what's interesting with Boston. I also know Boston's in a better position than those guys. And that team is so loaded, man. They're just, I mean, they embarrassed
and Tuukka's
Carolina.
playing crazy
Tuukka
right
Rask, Jonathan Quick, 2012 numbers, just
Right.
unreal. So we'll see how it goes. But the talk of the town is those dirty San Jose Sharks cheating to win Game 3. Now, the game of hockey is so fast, guys. So fast.
So fast.
But, I mean, everybody and their mother saw the blatant hand pass on the overtime winner.
Yeah.
Timo Meyer
This is
batted the puck.
Yeah, a game-deciding goal that is affected. And honestly, the biggest issue with all this is the fact that every goal isn't reviewed regardless in the playoffs. Not even an overtime goal. I feel like it'll take the extra, 20, 30 seconds and review every goal before play starts again, especially a game winner in overtime. Like, I'm getting kind of emotional, but this is not my hockey.
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. They can't keep getting away with
Every
this.
time I see crap on TV, I get mad. Sick of all these referees sucking ass.
That was beautiful.
Thanks, Dad.
I've never heard a song basically talk about my
Suck
emotions.
ass so much.
Talk
Suck
about my
ass.
emotions so much. I've never related to a song more.
Boys, I'm sick of that, though. I mean, everybody and their mother saw that hand pass.
And what makes it even worse is why it bothers us more is obviously it's our rival who's getting away with this nonsense.
This is almost as bad as Vegas getting all these bad calls last season to get to the Cup final.
And between the controversy, not only this call, but in the previous year, the Avalanche,
Oh, yeah, the offside call in
The
Game
offside
7
call, and then
that took
the
away the
Vegas-
tying goal.
the Pavelski hit that got the major that brought them back in the game.
That the league came out and said it wasn't a major.
That's 3 consecutive ones that the Sharks have benefited off of, or we've been like, okay, we'll be getting a break soon.
Yeah, I mean, even if they win the Cup at this point, there's a huge asterisk on that.
Like,
I mean,
every
excuse me, bitch! Oh, sorry, are we defending the Sharks there?
No, right? But hey, those 4 refs, they're not gonna ref.
Yeah,
Nope,
they're done.
they have now been
The rest of the series
kicked
or the
out of
rest
the
of the
playoffs.
That's
So
Which
those
is
refs,
crazy.
And
If you
it's
think
tough
about it.
because a lot of those refs did a good job. But I think the
that,
funniest thing.
that would be the refs walking
Yeah.
off the ice. Right
Oh
there.
man,
I didn't see a hand pass.
I didn't see a hand pass
I'm
at
not
all.
going to review it either.
All right, yeah, later, Sailor. What's up? Good night, guys. Enjoy. Nah.
my dad!
That's how what's his face is feeling. Who slammed his stick against the ice and broke it.
Oh, yeah, Shen?
Shen, yeah, Braden
Braden
Shen was
Shen.
like, "This is Mars crap," and just friggin' boom.
I was even thinking, what would happen if a player, like, shoved a ref in that
Yeah,
moment?
attacked him.
You know what the
Like,
refs
just
are doing?
attacked him? Because
The
obviously
refs are
there's...
too busy.
Look at all those chickens!
Yeah, that was the ref.
If Shen instead of hitting the glass just right there and shoved the ref, obviously hitting a ref is like the worst thing you can do in sports, right?
But they earned
do
it.
it.
But in a situation where the
do it.
refs just so blatantly blow a game, potential playoff winning game, people would be a little bit more inclined to be like, well, I kind of understand him. He's frustrated. I feel
Well, what's
like
the consequence? So what happens? You get
He
kicked
for sure
out.
gets suspended.
Suspension for
He
sure.
gets probably the rest
But-
of the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's just
At that point, it's
bad.
worth it, bro. He just like took any
Yeah.
possibility you had.
I mean,
Take his ass out.
If it was like a game 7 or something,
Yeah.
I could see that getting wild.
it's interesting because you want to think about that, and if it's like maybe like a game 3 or like a game 4 where they go 3-1 on that, then I might be like, all right, we can't win this series.
Yeah.
Ah, screw it. But man, that was terrible.
I love how we just got on the subject of hitting refs.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
I hit him.
We're
I mean,
we're
it's
fair
the,
guys.
It's the bad
Ref
calls,
sucks.
dude. It's happened. Like this playoffs has been nothing but like
Bad calls.
Bad calls,
I mean,
I
even the
mean.
whole season, like the last 2-3 years, it's been really bad. The faster the game has got, the worse the refs have gotten on getting these calls right. And I mean, as a Kings fan, I think we're second behind the Oilers with overturned calls of just BS. So it's just we see it constantly at
And
Staples Center.
honestly, what also, if you notice, all sports go through this.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you feel
Football
like
going
all-
through this. The umpires are going through
Yep.
this in baseball. They want to go robo-ump on everybody.
I'm down.
And I think
Basketball?
it's to the point because like broadcast, there's so many different camera angles and slow motions and up close and stuff like that. You're able to at home see in like like a hundredth of a second what's happening, as opposed to like the bang bang plays that they got to deal with right there
with one angle, with one view.
which pushes the argument like this should all be everything reviewed, everything robo
Autonomous.
umped, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like let the technology
All right, so
take
don't
over.
even like replace the umps, just like review
Replace
it.
the
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
review every play.
Because you know, like when you watch the baseball games and they already have like the strike
Right,
zone
right.
imposed on the
Yeah.
screen and they can see if it hit or not. They're like that can do an umpire's job.
Literally.
I say we just build. We're gonna go to Shark Tank, build a little diaphragm of the strike zone,
Take a
put
quick
it
view of us
in
on Shark
front
Tank.
of the catcher, and make the pitcher throw it right between them. And if it's outside,
Yeah, I
it's
thought
ball.
you were pitching to Shark Tank. We build a robot called the RoboUmp.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And he
I
has
would
that
just say,
technology built
put
into
a
him.
square right in front of the catcher, right in front of his mitt, and if the ball goes through the square, it's a strike. If
I
it
thought he
goes
was
outside
talking about the Sharks tank, like at the San Jose Sharks. I'm like, what do they have to do with baseball?
The show Shark Tank.
Yeah,
He went Mark Cuban on this.
He went Mark Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
I'm gonna agree to disagree with you on this one, Tommy. I just think we need to build a robot and put umpire clothes on him and have him judging the balls and strikes.
See, I like the umps where
And
they
then,
are, but
and
just
then, wait,
leave
and then
ball
you
and
can hit
strikes out
the
of their
robot and not
hands.
get in trouble because there'll just be another one.
They
in
need
the
to
back.
have a little infrared going up
So
there.
what would you have if he wasn't dealing with balls and strikes? What would your umpire standing behind the plate do other than a
He
play
would
at the
just
plate?
sit there and like play at the plate, judge outs, just sit there and talk to the catcher about his last weekend and make plans to go hang out and get drunk. Like,
I feel like his only job would be like to call time and okay, please start the game. Time. And
Can I
like,
get a hot dog and peanuts?
go ahead.
after that is there.
He can maybe appeal for certain things, but I mean,
He gets a stool now. He gets
yeah,
to
he gets to sit
there.
down,
Nice.
dude.
He just gets to relax real
If he's
quick.
in California or Colorado, he can smoke a blunt during the game.
I mean, he could do whatever he wants. Like that's his own time.
He can have whatever he likes.
And then that way you can keep the umpires happy. You keep
Oh,
all
yeah.
the new fans happy. Everyone's
mean,
happy.
It was bad. That call was bad. Sharks benefited 1-from-1.
Yeah.
And I like all the people are like, oh yeah, look at this angle, look at this angle. It looks like this. I'm like, no, what are you watching? There was one definitive angle that shows him hitting the puck. That's all you have to see.
So what happens, guys? So the series
Well,
is tied 2-2.
It's 2-2 because the Blues pulled
And it
one
should
out.
be 3-1
It
because
should
of
be
the
Should be
3-1 Blues.
3-1, yes.
You know, or at least another time frame. But the Blues played well in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like they come into San Jose. I mean, I think the series is going 7, but it could end in 6-2. I just really want St. Louis to top them because of my selfish Racerdamus prediction I had since July, the Blues winning the Cup.
Wow.
And I also see the Blues able to beat Boston over the Sharks. I really feel like if the Sharks get to the final, Boston's going to work them.
Yo, let the hockey gods hear you, bro.
Right.
Let,
I'm just
let
say-
the hockey
I'm
gods
just saying
let
because
them
if you
preach,
think
son,
about this,
preach.
it's going to be refs versus refs. They can't hurt
Take that,
themselves.
San Jose. Zero Stanley
And
Cups.
frankly, we want to be able to play
Zero
this.
Stanley
football.
Most importantly,
I want to wear my go after yourself San Jose Sharks shirt and everything. Basic ass fishes. Dude. But you know what's funny? Everybody's been on the East Coast has been saying Boston's been getting all the calls. Everybody on the West Coast is saying the Sharks have been getting all the calls.
Right.
So now we have
What's
this
gonna
little
happen?
like the unstoppable force moves versus the immovable object of refs. You know, guys.
I feel like the original 6 team will get the maybe slight edge on that one.
I think so too. That's
Right.
right. I got to. But my question, you guys, you think is Game 4 tied to 2 more games, or Game 5 and 7 would be in San Jose, and Game 6 is back at
St. Louis.
Enterprise Center, I think it's called now. Who do you think takes this series with all the controversy and how they've been playing? Do you think it's
I
Sharks?
still think it's the Sharks, honestly.
I
how
want
many-
to
I
go
hate
in
to
St.
say
Louis,
it.
bro. Like, Blues.
That's Tommy's prediction.
That's the boosted sugar.
It's like no one.
Tommy, who do you think?
I mean, I fucking hate San Jose, so I'm just going with the Blues either way.
How many? Blues 6, Blues 7? Do you think
Not-
they have to go back to San Jose
Not
and win
what
it?
you want to happen. What
Yeah.
you honestly
Think is going to happen?
feel is
Blues
what's
in
going to
7.
happen.
Blues in
in
7 in San Jose.
I feel like Sharks in 7.
I think
Yep.
Blues in 7 in San Jose.
That'd be three-
Send all the little
three
Sharks
straight.
back home crying, going and kicking themselves. Another fucking year of this crap. Oh, God. I had to go to the playoffs just to lose again. I have some really good friends that are Sharks fans, and I feel bad for them, but I'm also like,
The amount of trolling we'll get to have if they have both Erik Karlsson and Brent Burns and can't win a Stanley Cup, it's going to be off the charts.
See, I have all these memes saved up. The crying
Just
Jordans.
got the folders full. Yeah, dude, I have
I'm
so
just
many
waiting.
Shark memes. Always, every time they're eliminated.
On deck, Vegas,
Yeah.
Sharks and Ducks memes on site.
Just folders full on my computer of.
They come back with it was 3-0.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Right, everything.
And past Meyer. Anyways, if the Sharks get to the Cup, or if the Blues get to the Cup, who do you think's going to win the Stanley Cup?
Between the Blues and the Bruins?
Or whoever you say. You think the Sharks are going, right?
Yeah,
So is it Sharks and Bruins, and what? And the Bruins have home ice.
I'd go with the Bruins.
And how many?
Ooh, 7. Always 7. All these games just, I feel like more and more we're
You're either
seeing
going
game
7 or sweep. One of the two.
Exactly.
Tommy, you said the Blues are going to the final?
These nuts.
Blues Boston.
He's like, but for real.
Blues in 6.
Dang.
Wow.
Bold.
Okay.
You're calling the Blues winning the Cup.
Yep. He gave himself a my man.
Blues in 7.
Wow.
In the Cup final.
Yeah.
My guy.
Boys. Right.
Blues make it.
Is this wait? Is this an official Racerdamus that we
Official.
Oh,
should
God.
use later on as evidence?
Official Racerdamus.
All right,
Blues in 6
for the Stanley Cup.
for the Stanley Cup final. 52-year drought over. St. Louis Blues. Play Gloria. Hashtag play Gloria. I love that Oregon.
It's such a weird. I read the story about it the other day, but I was just like, man, it's
just
such a
funny.
weird.
It's
weird
just
song.
it's some like stupid crap, but it's
Yeah,
just
like
fun.
some 80s.
I love how much they get hyped.
They get
for
so
it.
hyped on it.
And like I can respect that, and I love their goal horn. They have the horn, and then they have the organ playing after, and they have the organ bring it back for the "Let's Go Blues" chant. For a team I hated for the last couple playoff runs because we played them a lot. Played them in 2012, played them in 2013. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know, as Kings fans, I didn't like them a lot, but as a franchise that came in with us, the original expansion,
That's what I was gonna say. One
I
of
can
our expansion brothers.
Yeah, I can respect them a lot more. Just like I respect the Penguins. A lot of people hate the Penguins. I have a hard time hating them because they almost weren't a franchise until Sidney Crosby came back. So I can't really hate them at all. When we're playing each other, it's one thing, but
Right, exactly.
you know, Reeves is gone. A lot of those guys we hated are gone. So and now they're on Vegas.
And we hate them.
Fuck you, Vegas.
And we hate the Ducks.
Wow.
Pretty much.
You were waiting for that.
Anyway,
one.
sorry. I'm gonna watch my profanity, guys.
Watch your profanities.
Thank you
that is.
We have for those not watching the pod, we have Tommy on the soundboard today, and
can't
he's
do it.
learning how to do
That's why you're getting a lot of.
It's-
He's not.
it. It's gonna watch your profanity on the red side, by the way, on the top,
Right.
on the red
I'm
side,
looking for
Oh.
the.
red side.
Which one are we talking about?
Watch your profanity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Watch your profanity.
Thank you.
There it is.
I had to watch myself, guys.
It's only a game.
Boys, well,
Why you
let's
got
stay
to
on the
be
topic of
You're right.
hockey.
Our
Why?
favorite subject.
The F
F.
is whoever the hell it is discontinuing the Manchester Monarchs organization.
Themselves.
Those are
Their
crazy
own
news.
ownership group is
Well,
folding.
you know what? You're stupid.
LA Kings ECHL affiliate. If you haven't heard, Manchester Monarchs up in New Hampshire are done for.
Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
They're done.
Done. Donezo.
That's it.
Yeah, they
last
were
year.
doing good this last season too, no?
They were in the
They had a playoffs and they're gone.
Yeah,
I
we
just-
were talking about them a couple weeks
I
ago.
heard Tony Stark snapped his fingers and they all.
and that was it. That was
You
everybody's
just-
back.
Every episode, you want an endgame spoiler, don't
Yep.
you?
Well, everybody came back,
it's like
but
walking
we had to
shit.
trade the freaking
4 to
Monarchs.
5 weeks already.
That was our sacrifice as the Monarchs.
You know, and it's interesting.
Hey,
The Kings have so many Monarchs alumni on the team, even to this day. It's just kind of sad.
Let's be
To
honest,
this
though.
day.
The Monarchs really died the day the Reign became our AHL
Yeah.
affiliate.
Yeah, big time.
That was the day the Reign. I mean, the Monarchs actually died.
Heck yeah.
The double, whatever.
And the rain took off.
Yeah.
The Rain
Yeah.
were fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
Watch your profanity.
Please, no more cursing.
Sick.
This is a family show. Show some respect.
So
Watch your profanity.
again, Thomas, please,
Wow.
we'll put you on timeout. No,
I'm gonna start muting microphones. I'm just gonna
Give him a corner, dude.
all right, muted. No, it's interesting because
give Ray the mute box.
yeah, do mute. Oh, you can't. Oh, too bad. I'll mute you, DJ.
Wow, and then I'm just like the dude muted my microphone mid conversation. This is just too much fun.
Man, the
guys.
invisible mute box is fun. I wish you guys all played played along as well as DJ has. But you think about this: ECHL gone. We have to find a new affiliate. We'll have to probably share a team. Hopefully, the Reading Royals like we used to.
Yes.
But then you look at how well with the AHL switch, how well that's done for every team on the West Coast, and even like rain games are so much fun. And all the rain games I went to this season had a darn good crowd.
You're just like, wow, this is enjoyable.
Yeah, it was nearly sold out.
They have
$2 beer nights.
Yeah, $2 beer night on Fridays.
It's fantastic.
I wouldn't know anything.
Wow.
And it's only an hour drive, so I'm really glad the AHL, we got all this talent. You see Matt Luff, and you see him a week later on the Kings. It's like, dude, that's so cool. Like,
hey,
yeah, that's
I
my
was
buddy.
with you since the beginning. Back in Ontario.
My day ones. But yes, rest in peace, our Manchester Monarchs. Thank you for getting guys like Tanner Pearson, Tyler Toffoli up in the system. I think Quickie too.
Dustin Brown was there for a year.
He was?
Party.
Yeah, during the lockout.
Yep.
Jones,
Yep.
King, Nolan.
A lot of guys.
Yep,
yeah.
a lot of guys.
Yeah, King.
Gretzky.
Kempy.
Wayne Gretzky was there for a good 6 years. That was right.
And Kempy was there.
Kempy was there.
Yep, so thank you, Manchester. We the city, we love you.
Rogie Vachon.
And hopefully we can get you another hockey team soon, even if it's not
Bugs
Kings
Bunny.
affiliated.
Dave Taylor was there for like 5 years.
Lil B, the
Manos was
base
there for a little
god.
bit.
Yeah.
Bustos was the coach.
Daryl Sutter played there for a season.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're getting into
No
more fake alumni.
No,
Guys,
no me duele, cabrón. Por favor.
I need to look up
No
these stats.
Spaniel.
Where's my girl Espanol at?
Spaniel.
Guys, lastly in hockey, Capo Caco putting on a clinic
The
at the
hottest name.
IIHF.
The hot
Hooligan. Team USA finally getting it together.
Yeah, buddy.
But Capo
Four straight
Caco,
wins.
How bad do we want him? Let's be honest.
I mean, we want him bad. We're
We
not
want
going to
him
get
bad.
him. But,
Trade the farm.
yeah, right.
Trade
Here's
the whole team.
Anze Kopitar.
We're trading Manchester for
Yeah, Manchester
How would you
for
like your
Capo
own full team
Caco for this one dude.
for one guy?
I mean, guys, is he going to be the first overall pick over Hughes?
I feel like
I
there's
think
a
he
strong
is
chance.
now.
I feel like that hype is building for that to happen.
I think he might be, dude.
Right?
And I think he'd look disgusting in a New Jersey Devils jersey.
I feel like that.
Jack Hughes is like made for the Rangers jersey.
Yeah, and honestly, that feels like a good fit in itself too. Hughes
Yeah.
on the Rangers,
But
just
also
like
Hughes on the
the
Devils makes
American
sense.
boy playing for the Rangers, the
Yeah,
red, white, and blue.
New York Rangers.
Yeah, it's like good old American boy.
But I think the Caco's going first.
I
And
think
then,
Caco's going first, too.
Yeah.
if I was the Devils, I'd draft him first.
Who do you think?
I would. I'd
Yeah.
go Cackle first.
Bung, if you're the GM of the Devils, do you pick him over Hughes?
Kako. I've chosen Kako from the beginning.
I know you have. I know. You're a savage.
Ever since he was born, he said, I got that guy.
He
He was born, bro?
Caco, yeah. Well, that's a weird way to say daddy. What the hell? Caco number one. We like Cac the best.
I forgot to tell you, side story. We're just going to do a quick
Side story.
Banger over here loves himself mashed potatoes, right?
Oh,
he
God.
likes
Who doesn't?
all potatoes of all varieties. He just loves them,
Okay.
right?
That's why we're potato
The other
sized.
day,
you can tell.
the other day, I came up with a story that when he was a baby, his first words was "Papa," and he was going "Papa," and he was looking at his dad and going "Papa," but in reality, off the distance behind his dad, it was just like a bunch of
Fries.
mashed potatoes and french fries, and he was going
What if I want Papa?
"Papa," and then he just like walked right by his dad and just got the potatoes. And
He
started
thought that
eating
song Papa Americano was about French fries,
it.
bro.
Hey,
That's the small side story.
Funny.
we're back.
Copyright.
Now back to your regulated schedule.
Anyways,
program.
guys, hockey world, we rounded that one up pretty quick.
Yeah.
How about those Los Angeles Dodgers?
Yo.
How about Seager getting hot?
Oh, Seager's
How
heating
about
up.
Cody Bellinger being a
Stain.
thug?
Cody Beldinger.
You know, fun fact about Belly Bomb himself: first player to hit 400 through the first 45 games of a season since David Wright in 2012. What did David Wright do in 2012?
He changed the world forever.
He almost won the MVP, and then Buster Posey stole it from him thanks in help with Mookie Cabrera and his steroids. I won't get into that, but MVP
But
candidate.
you know what I'm talking about.
Strong. Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm talking about.
Belly, man. Let's go with Belly, yeah? Belly's on fire still.
And I feel like even when Belly, what we thought he was slumping because he wasn't getting the home runs, he was still getting hits. And he was still getting on base. Yeah, he's still getting on base.
His pitch selection's unreal. It's like when you saw Puig after like the 2016 season, go into the 2017 season, start taking walks.
He's just flipped a switch.
Yeah,
it was
it's
a different
like,
player.
I always remember talking at work. I was unreal happiness and pleasantly surprised with Bellinger's pitch selection.
Yeah, he's just like taking it, and that was his issue last year. He was every single pitch he was trying to hit a home run.
Strike out.
He was aiming for the fences, and then just strike out. This year, he's taking it. He's being smart about his pitches, and when he gets that one, he's killing it. And
he's still leading, right?
Yep.
Home runs.
He's tied for the lead.
He's tied for home runs.
Okay.
He has an average lead, and I think he has RBI lead.
Yeah, he's
triple count race.
He's definitely in the triple count race. Only other person would be Yelich, honestly.
Yelich is a stud.
That's a fun little matchup too. They were in Milwaukee and
and they
Bellinger
kept hitting home runs.
it.
And he robbed home. That was so sick. And we won the series. Thanks, Milwaukee. You're welcome.
Yes.
Also fun because Yelich is an LA guy, so I kind of like cheering for him too. You know, he grew up a Dodger fan, so you can't really, be too mad at him.
We're so spoiled with that. I feel like every player that comes into town, like every good one, they're like, he grew up a Dodger fan. I'm like,
bro, Arenado.
My favorite.
Dude, Arenado comes into town, dude. First ever game, or his second ever game, hits his first ever home run. And, I'm going to never forget the applause I heard. I was like, why is there so much applause? I look up in reserve, and there's 100 people with Arenado shirts on. And I'm like, he must be from L.A. somewhere. And he was from Rancho Cucamonga area or something like that. Or no, he's actually from, he's down in, the Orange County, LA area. I forget the city, but he went to high school with Matt Chapman over and down in the Orange County area, I want to say. So
yeah, I knew he was a local boy, and I remember too when the Marlins had all those players become available, and there was Stanton and Ozuna and all those dudes, Real Muto. I was like, the one I want is Yelich. And that was before he had this breakout year, but you already knew he had
potential. He was still hitting
potential.
260 and inconsistent.
But he had a couple good series as a Marlin at Dodger Stadium. I remember I want that dude.
He's playing in front of family and stuff.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, this guy would be awesome. And then I see the Brewers pull that trade off, and I'm just like, Dodgers, come on.
Brewers' offseason last year was nasty, man. They did a really good job.
They always go Padres in mode, and they're the champions of December.
Yep.
On paper, they're just so nice. They're
and
just
it's like,
yo, they're going to kill it this year. They're going to knock everybody out. And no.
By the way, I figured it out. El Toro High School. They both went to El Toro High School. And I'm pretty sure it's down. I don't forget the city, but it's down where LA ends and Anaheim starts. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'll look it up. But funny, I don't know if I told you guys about this, but I was to the Dodgers A's game last season when they went to Oakland. And I totally lied to Matt Chapman, but he's taking infield drills. And I wanted that Oakland A's 40th anniversary ball really bad because it looked really cool at the bell tower and stuff. And I was like, Chapman, yo, Matt. And he looks over to me. I'm on the first base side near the bullpen there. And I was like, yo, bro, El Toro High School. Let's go. And
Toros for life.
And he looked at me. He's like, yeah. And just launches me a seed from third base. And I caught it on the fly.
And he was like, you want to come down here and play?
Yeah, bro, basically. But I was like, yeah.
I'm singing the alma mater. I can't hear it. He just be.
It was so funny.
Let's do the school handshake. And Ray's like,
I'm like, oh, what's that? Fun fact, I didn't go to El Toro High School.
I just know you do.
Yeah. I'm notorious for looking up quick facts about players and using that to get a ball.
Wikipedia.
My uncle's friends from Nicaragua, bro. Cool. Can I get a ball? Way. Yeah. But yeah, the funny part about that.
Bustos is loose.
Sorry, we gotta let him know Bustos is not here. Oh my goodness.
I told her the cops are gonna be looking for him.
Man,
I warned you guys.
Guys, can you hide me?
I didn't believe him at all.
We let him know Bustos wasn't here, and they still had to come check up.
That's all bad.
She said she wasn't
working. Well, we have to text him about that. Oh, but Chapman goes up to me. He's like, wrong jersey. I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta represent for LA, but you're cool. And I'd be down if anyone wants to buy me a Matt Chapman A's jersey because I have family in NorCal, and that's the team I cheer for in NorCal. So go A's.
I like that Matt Chapman stuff.
Their fans are great. Right, shout out to Right Field, Bleacher Crew in Oakland. Y'all are really cool people. You guys have good hospitality, and a couple of them are Kings fans at Bryan. So
I like their twist on baseball games. I feel like it's always so Pantone does a good job with this too, but changing the way people view baseball fans, but those guys with their drums,
And the flags.
their flags, and then they
Chants.
got different chants.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
fun.
obviously like Hooligan, like it's like a soccer fan, and sometimes it's cool to see those different environments at baseball. I know there's a lot of the purists that are like, I don't like it. But
Nah, I love that stuff. I love
Yeah.
the loud. I love the noise. I love the energy.
flags, yeah.
And,
Drums
and they're
too,
welcoming
like-
too, and they're good people.
And what's crazy is like I forgot, it was like a documentary or something about the Dodgers back in Brooklyn. They used to have like a band in the crowd, and it was like a symphony kind of. But they were
I
like,
heard about that.
Yeah, but it was kind of like funny and like not dorky,
Like
but
comic relief
yeah,
noises and
exactly.
stuff,
And they'd
yeah.
be playing along because obviously there was no DJ, there's no music, so they were like providing the entertainment and stuff like
There
that.
wasn't a DJ back in the day.
I mean, there was,
No,
but
he's
he
the
just had a
original
giant,
DJ.
He just had a giant drum.
There was a lot. There
That was
was
a
like
one
8
and a
DJs
two.
before this DJ. So there was
I mean,
there was a
come
DJ
from a
in
long
1950.
line of DJs.
Their DJ was the
Prestigious.
Bandmaster.
It was your
Yeah.
great grandfather.
great DJ. So good.
Great. Was at Ebbetsfield in the
He
band.
actually planted the first seed that became the first blade of grass.
That later became the baseball bat that Babe Ruth used to call his shot.
Crazy story about us DJs. Nah, but shout out Oakland. Thank you, Matt Chapman, for that ball. And
Sorry, I exploited your school.
yeah, shout out to all the local boys that play baseball. You're always welcome back and welcome to play for the Dodgers.
Right.
Please
Always.
take Baez. Sorry, Bung. Did I
I
say
don't have
that?
to tell you.
Wow.
Sorry. Please don't beat me.
Wait,
It's okay.
Did you guys? Is it over? Is your romance with Baez done? Do you not care?
Nah, we're
You-
cool.
You
Still boys? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Still your
he's still
boy?
my boy. Yeah,
Still
we're
your
good.
boy?
We're good. Yeah.
Tell him I think he's a nice guy.
I just think that
Send him a
today he
snap.
didn't hit me back up today.
Nah,
so-
He needs to take those pitching tips from me because every time he does well.
And that was the problem today, dude.
He was helping him with his grip the other day over Snapchat.
Yeah.
And
Put
yeah,
the girl feature on.
Snapchat.
I feel like it helped him a little.
Hey man, Baez knows well.
Yeah.
Guys, Corey Seager, before we forget, heating up, hitting dingers, making sweet plays.
Dingers.
Do you think Corey Seager's fully recovered finally? Because now it's been almost a full year since his injury, which is the full recovery timetable for that surgery.
Yeah, he's looking good. He was a little shaky there.
I mean,
Not
he was batting
shaky,
like
but yeah, he was.
210 bad.
He needs to hang out with Belly a little more often.
I feel like
I
just
thought they had their
Belly,
stats reversed.
Yeah, like Belly was just overshadowing everyone else that these other guys were able to slump a little bit because Belly was killing it so much. But now
Yep.
that, like, and I don't even like saying that he's slumping because he's not slumping.
It's just getting back into the
He's
rhythm.
just-
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's getting back into
yeah.
himself, just.
I don't know, like it's good to see all these guys. That's why every time I'm like watching the Dodgers lately, I'm just like, man, the scouting, the farm system is crazy because you see Bellinger, you see Seager, you see Peterson, now you see Verdugo,
Verdugo's
and that's
killing
just the position players. Then you're talking like obviously Kershaw has been forever, but like Bueller and Urias, let's kind of that one. But all these young guys coming up through the farm system that these guys have got like that star potential. I'm just like, man, everyone likes to hate on the big spending Dodgers that we go and sign these big names, but
Which is
if you
not
look-
true.
If you look at our roster, we have so many awesome homegrown players.
We have actually, fun stat, the Dodgers last year's playoffs had the most homegrown players of any team. So that is a myth about spending money on guys. All the guys we get it from draftees and trades.
And if anything, the big names that we get are usually like trade deadline acquisitions.
Trade your drafts
Yeah.
every time.
And it's never
Just
like
a way for them to spend money.
And I think this is a Busto stat right here, but I think that so far, like a Friedman and Co., like the highest free agent signing they had was AJ Pollock's, which wasn't that much, but that's the biggest
Yep.
name they've signed in the whole
Free
time
agency.
they've been in front
Look at
office,
him now.
which is crazy.
Good
Because
garbage.
But I'm saying
injured.
that's the biggest name, and we're still always in first place, and we're always going to be contending in the playoffs. Like that's impressive.
Playoffs?
That's the farm system.
Bet. Poor Pellick. Hope he gets well soon. It's like I was right that he's broken damaged goods or something. It's weird.
who?
Talking about AJ Pollock.
Oh,
But
they said Kopi at first. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
wait, did we just?
Kobe's great. Love him.
Don't you ever talk
Speaking
Kobe
about-
like that.
Speaking about damaged goods,
I don't like this transition.
yeah, we don't condone what Julio Urias did in that parking lot, bud.
Ooh, that's
Sucks.
such a rough one.
He lost his friend of the podcast status. That's for sure.
But my solution was like, you know what? No more days off for the Dodgers.
Yep.
They get days off, they get in trouble. Like that was a weird because I was like, oh, cool Dodger game today. Then I looked, I was like, no, they're not playing on Monday.
And then
I was
all
like,
of a sudden,
and then sure enough, TMZ front page, Julio
And
Urias
it had to be
arrested.
TMZ.
yeah, had to be
Spent the
TMZ.
night in jail, and I'm just like, oh,
Bro.
why are they getting days off?
He's having a good season.
They need to be watched
And-
24/7.
But it's good. You know, I mean, if someone doesn't deserve to play baseball because they're a rotten bastard and they like to hit women, then they don't deserve to play baseball.
And what's crazy about all this is, I feel like when the story first broke, they were like, he pushed her down and she said no, and then the security footage verified that it did happen. Then I was reading the other day that it was all a misunderstanding, and then you're just getting like so much information all over the place where you're just like, man, it has to be tough to be a professional athlete in this day and age with all this social media and all this craziness going on.
One mistake.
Yeah, one mistake, and you're just like everyone, like nobody gives you the benefit of the doubt. You're already.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you create your own destiny with a lot of these things, and if you're messing up with people around, it's bound to be stupid. Like, look at Slava Voinov, man. Guy was, and people don't look at that. I mean, don't feel bad for the LA Kings, right?
Right.
But Slava Voinov, a guy who brutally beat his wife.
Yeah, bloodied.
Hit her on
that
the.
was nasty.
Not to be graphic, but hit her head on the TV.
Right.
And it's disgusting. And not only is it bad for everything, you don't hit a woman ever. Domestic violence is terrible. Not only that part, he loses his career in the NHL, has to go back to Russia for the last 5 seasons, and the other part, the Kings are screwed out of a number 2 defenseman for the last 5 seasons, and that's a hole on the right side we've been trying to fill. We might finally get to fill it after this season, but that was another thing people forgot. The Kings got screwed out of him and Mike Richards. Mike Richards losing his mind. So when people want to talk about the Kings' decline, they never seem to mention that. Those 2 guys, they were 2 key parts.
Yeah.
Top 10 players in our team, and I even argue top 8, but
yeah, like the biggest.
This hurts the team a lot too. It hurts the Dodgers with Julio.
The biggest rival to hurt
Just
the
remind
team
me,
is themselves.
Mike Richards was Vegas incident, right?
No, he was crossing the border with pills,
Yep.
Oh, okay,
and then he got some kind of like immigration issue because he was moving drugs across borders.
Sounds
Yep.
like Bustos right now.
No,
It is, dude.
Yeah,
Be careful out
not
there,
true.
Josh.
Not true.
But Mike,
Gonna have to buy out Bustos and have his salary cap on for like the next 12 years.
buy out his contract.
Buy out his contract.
We have to drink his Modelo's for him. No, but Jarrett Stoll was the guy in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Interesting.
little
Stoley,
Strolzy.
Koki. Anyways, we're getting off topic. But Corey Seager, Dodgers, we love you. Keep it up. Let's finish
Keep it
this
up.
series strong against Cincinnati, one of the worst teams in baseball. Let's fit to get that dub for Sunday, boys. What do you think?
Win that series. Who's pitching tomorrow?
I
Bueller
think
pitched
it's
today.
Kirsch, no?
Is it Kirsch?
Someone looking at Bustos. Find a stat.
Let me call him real quick.
Oh, wait.
It was supposed
Just call
to
him.
be
Call him
Kenta
just to find
Maeda.
out.
Well, it was
He
supposed
called
to
this
be.
a fucking
Just
fight.
gonna ask him a real quick question, then I'm gonna hang up on him. Again.
Record it though.
Fun fact: Ryu is slated to pitch tomorrow, guys.
All right, we're gonna see if Bustos knows
See
the
if he
correct
knows.
answer. I was asleep. Put your pants back on, Bustos.
And guys, I was almost gonna put it in her. What the fuck?
Wow.
How many times do I have to tell you that this is a children's show? This is like Barney or Sesame Street.
Drunk Tommy does not care about your wishes.
Fuck the kids.
Fuck them kids.
Is it Jordan?
Fun fact while we wait for Bustos to pick up the phone, the Dodgers are the first team in the National League with 30 wins. Second in
baseball?
MLB
Oh, okay.
behind the Houston Astros. with 30
Behind the Astros.
So
Houston Astros.
Please
All
leave
right,
a message.
Astros.
Bustos.
Stove sucks.
Yo, what time is it? What time is it?
Just chopped
Bustos
up somewhere.
is asleep, you guys. Come on now.
It's 10 o'clock.
10-14.
14 minutes past his bedtime, bro.
I'm at drunk.
What about
Whoa!
Oh, he's
He's
What's
naked.
good? What's going on?
Bustos.
Naked.
Bustos.
Who's pitching tomorrow for the Dodgers? We need to
Quick-
know.
Who's
quick
the starting
question.
pitcher?
What?
Who's the starting pitcher for the Dodgers tomorrow?
We need to know who's the starter tomorrow.
Fuck, I haven't been paying attention.
Boo!
We were taking. We were seeing.
All right,
we knew you were gonna know.
All right, give him the.
He lost his stat guy privileges for the week.
Yeah, you're done.
You're old stat
You're
guy.
done.
Damn.
Damn.
All right, we love you, Josh. Good night.
We hung up.
You already hung up?
I clicked on.
Why
Savage.
does everyone keep hanging
I
up
told
on
last
me
I was like,
today?
you lost your title. Click.
Dang.
He's gonna
He
cry
calls
himself to
back.
sleep.
You guys.
He wasn't wearing fucking glasses. Oh.
I know. Without glasses, it scared me. I'm like, oh, sorry, wrong number.
Is that Brian? Is that Espanol?
Yeah, the Snapchat girl filter on.
I thought it was Espanol, his girl over there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Espanol. I was trying to talk to Josh.
No, it's me.
It's me. I don't have my glasses on. God, Bustos, you scared me.
Sheesh.
Oh fuck.
Guys,
Dude,
nothing
he's
like...
not gonna want to come back now. Watch. And I didn't see none of this.
Usually it's always you.
It's usually you.
Usually always you.
So we had to help you out.
You're the number one
Not
like
this one.
aggravator of
Not
boostos.
I couldn't have said anything right now because I was coughing and laughing too
Because
hard.
we were like, when boostos inevitably shoots us. Oh,
Oh, God. Jesus.
Tommy.
No, I got AK right here for. He's ready. That's why he's been practicing.
AK Ray.
Hey, man, I shoot to protect my family
See right
and my
here?
people.
Check
bro.
it out, Ray K47.
Oh, that nickname's sick.
You're like, yeah, you call me that for now.
Hey, but if you're watching this, the only reason I had to chicken wing the shooting arm a little bit is because they have the new California compliant thing for the handle. So with any assault rifle, you can't have a regular pistol grip. You have to have like a little duck bill, so you have to hold it like this now. So it's a little awkward, but it was fun. First time ever shooting an AK, and I must say, it was a good day. It was really sick.
I
actually.
recognized, I knew like half those words you said.
Good song.
I was like, he has a duck.
Yeah, that's the Bustos Protection Services.
Yeah, as soon as Bustos comes after us, we're like, Ray K, get on it.
Yeah. Yo,
Yo, your number in hockey should be 47 for Ray K47.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and look for an alternate jersey. We're gonna talk to Wolfpack
If you're in the
Pasadena.
XFL, that's your name on the
Your
back.
name
of
here
your
be
jersey.
Ray K.
Ray K47.
47.
Damn. I liked Razor.
I
Razor.
like how those just vanished.
Ray
Ray
K47.
K47.
I really gotta change my number now, guys. It's
Ray
settled.
K47.
If your last name was only Katoyer.
Ray K Katoya.
Ray,
What?
Ray
And I have a
K47.
Yes.
Katoya, and I have a katana on my back. Guys, this is getting silly. This is getting
This is
getting a little violent. Like, what? Is this galaxy talk we're going into?
Oh my goodness.
Are we gonna talk about
Let's
Zlatan?
talk about LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy. Not
guys-
LAFC. Cause they're whack as shit. Anyways, LA
they
Galaxy
ain't the
talk.
big-
I always love that intro. That's
It's-
always the
it's a
best
good
intro.
one.
That's always
Speaking
the
of
best intro.
violent actions, Zlatan had it, dude.
Zlatan, the
He
Undertaker,
snapped.
Ibrahimovic.
He did his own Thanos snap and choke slammed.
Zlatan, the Big Show.
goaltender. Yeah.
Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan, the Rock. Undertaker just choke
Through
slams
the table.
this poor goaltender to hell.
Here we are talking about domestic violence. And here comes Ibrahimovic.
Domestic
fucking
violence
choking
On the
someone out.
field, fair game.
Come on.
Domestic violence, never okay. On the field violence, it's just emotions.
That's okay.
No. And then we have what's his face come out of nowhere. Why you have to be mad?
Why you
He's
have to
just
be
a
gay?
kid. He should be a referee. That's for the new referees.
Right.
We hire
Ilya Brizgalov.
Yeah, dude. He's like, why you have to be mad? It's 2 minutes for a high stick. Get out of here.
Get out.
Go back to
Come on.
box.
Hey.
I have cookies in there for you. Don't worry.
Go to box. Think about what you
I
did.
have-
Relax.
I have book about space in there, man. Like, we're so tiny. Don't get mad.
Take a deep breath. You'll be okay.
But no, the funniest thing with that, Zlatan, I guess didn't. I guess it looked like he didn't know he was
Honestly, he's been losing his cool
He
a
has,
little bit.
dude.
too
He was
much
like
this
trash
year.
talking some guy a couple weeks ago in
Yeah.
Real Salt Lake.
And he went to the locker room after the game to
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah.
I think MLS is wearing on him. I think he's.
I think
getting-
he's trying to get suspended.
Maybe he's just trying to be like, I am the lion,
I
and he's like
I
letting
make
his
rules.
lion tendencies bite. But I don't care because I still got his jersey for my birthday, and I'm repping
Yeah.
the new
Such a sick
Night
jersey.
Navy
Look at that.
sickness, baby. Got that 9 on the back now.
Let's see this. Let's see this 9.
See my daddy curves, you know.
A moment with Ray K47.
Oh my god. No, it's only a moment with bunks.
Look at that. Oh, 9. Ibra.
Wow.
Do the disco.
Twerk.
Disco.
Yeah.
The twerk to 6 championships. The twerk to 6. It's official now.
Disco
No,
Ibra.
but yeah, I mean, watching that play, and you guys can see it here. I feel like he was upset and didn't understand. Like the goalie looked like a nice guy. Looked like trying to give him a hug, like my
I
bad.
honestly thought he was trying to hug him when you look
And
at
then
the
he
replay.
just was like, "Nah,
and
bro,
Ibra was
screw
like-
that." And so, do you guys? I mean, I think it was definitely uncalled for, and the MLS suspended him for 2 matches. Do you think that's a fair suspension? Do you think it should have just been maybe a 1 game?
I'm a Ibra homer, so I'm saying did not deserve a suspension. You should have just let him off with a warning because it's Latin.
But I think,
But-
Suspension.
Yeah, there's just-
Realistic.
A game though.
yeah,
A
I
game.
think a
I'll give him a game, yeah.
Our
He was
LAFC
basically like-
fan.
Give him a red card.
In that
A game.
situation,
That's what I thought.
Ibra was Thanos and the goalie was Loki.
just choke slamming.
He just choked him.
Win. Perfect.
turning
Yeah, it was.
into Street Fighter, dude. It was interesting. Tommy, what do you think? Do you think Ibrahimovic deserves that 2 game?
Yeah, tell us what you think, Tommy.
our big soccer fan here.
A soccer aficionado.
DJ, what do you want me to say?
Thomas. Ibra did nothing wrong.
He did not do anything wrong.
That's
He's
a
like,
fair-
what
that's a-
do
that's a fair
you call
point.
him?
Wow, this guy has the most non-biased opinion.
That's a very good.
No,
Didn't
he
do
doesn't
anything
play
wrong.
for Galaxy anymore.
Well, he's like the LeBron James of, isn't he?
He is pretty much
He didn't do
of
anything wrong.
MLS.
So I mentioned it earlier. I want us to have a Hooligan podcast group outing to a soccer game. Specifically because Tommy's never been. Specifically because we're trying to convert Bung back to the good side.
Got to get him back on the good blue
Right.
and
Instead
gold
of LAFC over there. But
trash.
I feel like it'd be fun to kind
Well,
of get
let's see
you familiar
when's
with
the
it.
next-
Not gonna lie, guys. Every time I see LAFC gear, I get hella heated. Did I tell you guys about the time I went to Target and they had all this LAFC gear and I found all the Galaxy gear and covered it up?
I do that all the time too.
I'm just
I do that
so-
Dodgers, Angels,
Yeah.
Kings, Ducks,
I'm just sick
Rams,
of it.
Chargers.
Get out of here with the LAFC. There was a chicken account I liked on Instagram, and I specifically unfollowed them because they said, we are now supporters of of LAFC. You can even see here the Red Chicks. It's a restaurant. I have no personal beef against them. Their food looks amazing. I'm a big hot chicken guy. But the fact that they misspelled supporters for LAFC,
SOP?
and like it was so funny. They went to this LAFC event. They're like, "Wow, LAFC got us a jersey, so now we're fans." I'm like, "Bro, that's
Suspect.
Bush League, bro.
You were never a real fan.
You were
in the
never a
beginning.
real soccer
Right.
fan." Anyways,
feel like it's
Ibra,
Tommy.
chill out.
What?
If someone just gave you an LAFC jersey, you'd be like, well, I'm an LAFC fan now.
No, I'm like, what's this?
It's nice toilet paper, dude.
He'll do the same if you give him a Galaxy jersey.
You're probably not wrong, Bug. You're probably
I'm
not
like,
wrong.
gee, thanks, an avocado.
Thanks.
Avocado. Dang.
I like how that kid was totally being passive aggressive because he drew out the s in thanks. Thanks. Guys,
I get it.
Kyrie
Kylie
So-
Jenner?
Irving, basketball superstar,
Kendall Irving.
Boston Celtics.
Kendall Irvin. Kim
Guys, have you heard about that? About he put his NBA 2K character in Lakers gear?
Wow, I didn't hear that actually. I
know,
know that I
right?
heard there was the rumors
About
that he was
him.
telling people that,
That he's gonna join the Lakers,
that
and
he now respects LeBron and he understands why he pushed him so hard and what it takes to be a great
Yup,
leader and,
and they
all
miss
that.
each other. And you got Anthony Davis in on it too.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. And you have all that, right? And then you have Kyrie on his NBA 2K profile, his verified profile, having,
Laker gear.
and you can see it right here, having Lakers warm-up gear on his 2K
That's
player.
a wild. That's like such a future headline.
Yeah, so
Like,
I mean,
that's a 2019 headline. Like player changes his online profile.
will he join this team?
Will he
Question mark?
join this?
I mean,
read that
I
to
can
somebody in the
see it.
80s. They're like, I don't know what any of these words
Yeah,
mean.
what's a 2K?
2K player, what?
But,
yeah, that's a big sign right there. I feel like, and then obviously we got the Kyrie rumors. We've had the Kawhi rumors. We've
Yeah.
had the Anthony Davis rumors. Like it's gonna be a very interesting offseason.
This offseason in basketball is definitely going to shape the next half decade or decade of basketball.
And it's going to be real interesting how the Lakers end up. Obviously, we want them nothing but the best, but it's a lot of big names being thrown around with the Los Angeles Monstars. Like,
Someone said we might move up in the draft and really try to take Zion or some other people.
yo, if we can swing Anthony Davis and Zion,
They ain't gonna happen.
And
If
Kyrie.
we could
Supposedly-
swing that,
but supposedly the
Well,
owner of the Pelicans specifically said under no circumstances. I think her actual quote was over,
Over
my
his dead
body,
Dang.
which is an insane.
Was that get trading Anthony Davis?
like how much
To
do
the
they hate
Lakers
the
or
Lakers,
just-
bro?
Dealing with the Lakers,
Yeah.
All right, well, Knicks handle it and we'll take him from you, bro.
right. So if we can,
That's fine. New Orleans is still salty about,
and I think they're the same
Football.
owners as the Saints.
they are. I'm sure they are.
I think that's that's the same ownership group that owns the Pelicans and the Saints, and they hate LA.
And that's fine. It's a bunch of people from the South trying to get mad about stuff.
Right.
Old man mad at the sun, like
Old
come on.
man yells at cloud.
Yeah, literally,
Wow.
like just so done with. You're so irrelevant on every level, New Orleans.
Yeah, your joke.
Yeah, go fucking Mardi Gras.
This
dude.
is our New Orleans hate segment.
Yeah, dude, out of nowhere.
I don't know.
Screw New Orleans.
You don't like us? Well, we don't like you
And I
neither.
can't wait to beat the Saints in week 2. Is it this
Week
coming
2.
season?
Week 2.
Home opener at the Coliseum. You gonna be there, Timothy?
Of course he will.
I don't know. He didn't get his tickets this year.
Yeah, we didn't do it after all.
You're still gonna be there.
Problem. I don't know.
Because I bought you 2 tickets. No, I'm kidding.
Check under your seat.
You got a ticket. You get a ticket.
There would be an envelope taped under your seat with your prize.
Yeah, the league paid me for embellishment in my hockey leagues, and I can.
Why can't we do that?
Give away Rams tickets under each other's seat.
Well, we
Like,
tried to.
what? Clippers tickets.
We tried to do the giveaway for Bustos, but nobody responded. Not one person.
Nobody can.
I want to give people a Dodger game experience.
No one cares for Bustos.
No one cares for
Everyone
me
was
or
like,
Bustos.
pray for
apparently.
Bustos?
Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
no.
Why would I pray for him, bro? So maybe
Maybe someone else, but not Bustos.
Yeah, seriously.
Strike for Bustos.
Guys, Lakers. Who are they going to
Garbage.
draft?
No one.
Honestly, I'm not up on the Lakers draft choices like I am hockey.
Okay.
It's always one that I'm just like, I know the big guys.
Well, how about this? You think they trade up for Zion or RJ Barrett, your 2 favorite players?
No, that shit's not.
Or do you think they stay at 4 and just get whoever they best available?
I honestly feel like after hearing that quote yesterday about no dealing with the Lakers as far as New Orleans is concerned, only way that happens if there's a third team involved. Maybe the
Yeah, I
Knicks.
think LeBron wants another amazing player to come to the Lakers.
Yeah, and I think he's already making his calls and doing his recruiting. How excited are you about it, Tommy?
Hey, bro.
I'm not.
How bad do you want to see another Lakers dynasty?
I don't. When
How
they
many-
got the 4th pick, I was freaking
why
yelling in my
How
room.
much do you?
I was yelling in my room with excitement and laughter because
How much do you miss seeing Laker car flags on every single car in the city?
I don't. Fuck the Lakers.
Wow.
So no love
Really?
for Shaq or Kobe.
Nope.
Not even Shaq and Kobe dominating. You don't.
Nope.
There's no place in that in your heart.
Not even Kobe by himself.
Kobe's
Just
garbage.
Kobe.
Nope.
Fuck
What?
Kobe
Bro,
dropping.
all right, cut him
Wrong.
off. That's it.
Kobe dropping 81 points does not hold anything to you.
Nope.
Kobe dropping 60 in his last game as a Laker, or last game in his career,
No.
means nothing to you.
You know what means something to me? When Reggie Miller clocked them that one fight a long time ago.
Wow.
So you actually like seeing Kobe physically hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
disappointed
my
in you, Timothy.
We're going to help you out, get you some therapy,
Right?
get you on Kaiser.
Maybe if we can take you to a Laker game
No.
next season
No. It's not going to happen.
In
Oh, it's happening.
in a Laker jersey.
Nope. It ain't happening.
All of us with matching Laker jerseys.
No.
We'll pay for beer for the entire night. Any
no.
alcohol you want.
If I can convince Bustos to
No.
pay for the entire thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, if you think it's good for the show, I
Yeah,
guess.
right.
I'm sure I could get tickets to the Bridgestone Suite.
So I got the In-N-Out suite.
I know.
I'll talk to my sponsor.
Nah, I
Boys.
wouldn't go.
So regardless of you going to Laker game, which is a definite for sure thing happening next season,
Right.
Lakers moving up. No, you say Deej?
No.
I mean, I
think
want him
no?
to, but it's going to be hard.
My heart tells me.
My heart tells me one thing, but no, but I don't think they're going to.
No.
If anything, they're going to use that pick as more asset to trade. I honestly feel like that pick's going to get traded, the 4th overall pick, and them trying to get, keep adding these superstars that everybody's hyping.
See, you think like if the way New Orleans is thinking, like okay, they're saying what they're saying, but you have the number 1 pick. Say you do trade AD to the Lakers and get that 5th pick.
Uh-huh.
You have a number 1 and number 5, and the Lakers will probably trade another, maybe early
Number
third.
4 pick.
Yeah, like something like that, But now that New Orleans got the number 1 pick, now they're really trying to kiss AD's ass. Like, look, dude, this is who we're gonna get.
We're like, sorry about all that back there.
Yeah, seriously.
And if I was AD, I'm like, dude, this kid could fucking play. This Zion could play
Zion's
ball.
a beast.
Like dude. So, but then, can you name any player in the Pelicans roster besides
Drew Holiday.
Who?
Drew Holiday.
Oh, that UCLA cunt? Nah, I
Yeah.
never heard of him.
Oh, wow.
What's your profanity?
Next.
Drunk Tommy. Anger.
Right? Someone say UCLA!
I also know Drew Holiday. And Anthony Davis, too. He's on that team.
But, okay. Well, obviously they're in the West. But who's in, the division? Like, it's like the Pacific.
For the Lakers or the Pelicans?
No, the Pelicans.
I mean, they have Memphis, right? They have Memphis, Minnesota.
I'm just going to nod at all of them he says.
Memphis, Minnesota, San Antonio,
Yup.
Dallas.
Okay, so
That's the one.
that's the one.
So, I mean,
Memphis and you said Minnesota, right?
Minnesota, Dallas.
Two young teams.
So
You know
you're
that.
saying that because they're in a weak division that they're
No,
going to have a chance to
I feel
do
like
something?
if Anthony Davis is smart, he would stay in New Orleans.
He wants that Hollywood money.
Yeah, I think
He's
AD
done his
wants
time.
to
See,
come
that's-
to Red.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
so
ready. He's ready.
If they don't trade him, he's gonna have to spend another year in New Orleans. Unhappy. Of course, you love the game of basketball, but I mean, are you gonna play or are you gonna sit out and just wait for another year to go to another team? Because are you gonna play for a team that
If they
you
don't trade him,
wanna be at,
yeah, if they
and you're
don't
gonna,
trade him, he's going to sit out another year, and the first chance he gets,
I mean,
he's
you
going to
don't
bounce.
want a chance of you getting hurt
Right.
to play for a team that you don't even want to be on. So.
I mean, he's stuck there regardless.
Yeah,
though.
regardless, because I don't know how many more years he has in his contract.
If New Orleans refuses to trade him and anything, he's stuck regardless. So
Cool, don't get paid for a freaking year. You probably have enough money.
he's going to fake an injury and just sit it out.
My eyebrow came off.
Out 12 weeks
I mean-
with an eyebrow injury.
New Orleans is so bad, dude. They have only one division championship, Southwest Division, by the way.
When they were in New Orleans or when they were Charlotte?
Totally New Orleans. And New Orleans history.
That's one more than the Clippers.
So they have, yeah, right. So that's the Spurs there, the Rockets, the Walters and the McBee-Rods. No, the Grizzlies, and I just read who else. Sorry, there's one team I'm forgetting. But I mean, those teams are all. The Rockets are a powerhouse.
Yeah.
The
Dude,
Mavericks are getting a little better.
Yeah, they are.
The
you know,
Rockets
with
are
Kristaps
freaking
and
ridiculous. No one
Doncic.
can get over Golden State right now.
Yep,
Right.
that's
But
true.
His own brother.
I'm still standing by my word. I said, I think this episode, the first episode I appeared on the podcast, I said Milwaukee's gonna win the NBA championship, and I'm still standing by it.
Who?
Tom Stradamus?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, dude, you're right. Tom Stradamus.
Tom
So
Stradamus.
Dallas, Houston, Memphis, and San Antonio are those teams in that division.
Yeah.
San Antonio, another playoff team,
Dude,
one of the most successful teams in NBA history.
like now when you watch basketball too, you don't even know who's
in
playing
what-
anymore,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like
so many young guys,
exactly, dude.
and so much movement. It's not like it used to be where guys would be on teams for 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons. And
Yeah, now it's like it's a way different.
We're in the
because-
super team era.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to win, and I'll do whatever it takes to win. You don't have to like me, but it's just like
Now we're like, let's just get 3 or 4 All-Stars and go at it for a couple years.
I mean, so
Yeah.
if it's a superstar teams era, like when do the Lakers get the
Hopefully
superstar
this
team?
year. Yeah, hopefully this year with Kyrie and Kawhi and AD.
we can always
It's
dream.
not gonna
join LeBron and we start the Monstars and we win 6 straight
Hit 'em high,
championships.
hit 'em high, hit 'em high.
We go undefeated for like 2 straight years.
Hit 'em low, hit 'em low, hit 'em low.
it's not gonna happen.
Fun fact, I think
Let us dream,
It's not.
Tommy.
It's not gonna
Why do
happen.
you want to kill our dreams so
It's
much?
not gonna happen.
Why can't?
because he's a hater.
Just
Just the
how
same
wait. Just how easy it was for them to block that Chris Paul trade.
the same
They'll figure it out. How
way
to,
the Rams out of nowhere got all these superstars and we're just like, we're going to go
Yeah,
for
for
it.
real.
The last year when they added like Peters and Sue.
Young?
And no, like
And-
before last offseason when they started getting all
And
these like big
Cooks.
name Cooks and everybody was like, wow, they're going for it. They're looking like an all-star team and they're exploiting it because Goff is still on his rookie contract so they can add all these big contracts and all these big names and you're just like, oh man, they're building the craziest team. They're going to win it all.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
When was I there like Tom?
How do you get one?
gonna
Oh my god.
And now and now we're getting draft picks.
It's
so
in your
watch.
contract.
By the way, I
First
think
episode.
I figured out. Yeah, it is. One. Oh my god. We're episode. But I think also I figured out why New Orleans hates themselves because they have fucking arena names like Smoothie King Center, bro.
Right.
Come on. That's gotta be the worst
Now-
name in professional sports.
I just want to smooth.
Have you ever been to a Smoothie King?
Nah, bro, is it dank?
I don't even know, dude.
I saw him on an episode of. You guys ever see that like fish tank show where they build custom fish tanks for people on Animal Planet?
Tanked. It's called Tanked,
Tanked,
right? I
yeah.
love. Dude, that show's awesome.
On an episode of Tank, they go to a Smoothie King and build a fish tank that looks like a smoothie
Oh
cup,
my god.
and they're all right there all episode. Oh my god, this raspberry smoothie so
Blah, blah, blah,
delicious.
blah,
You sound like Booster. The strawberry daiquiri is awesome.
all day Bustos has been drinking non-alcoholic daiquiris, and he doesn't even know. He thinks they have alcohol, and he's just like,
that or it's just loaded with CBD. Oh yeah, dude, I feel really great.
That's why when we called him right now, it
Trying
looked
to
like
call him one
he
more
wasn't
time.
dressed
Oh,
in his
goodness.
hotel room. And
No glasses either.
Guys, I feel like I think that's a wrap on the episode. But let's see if Bustos has anything to say to us about this Lakers drama. What do you think, boys?
he's like, let me sleep.
I have to go hang out with Espanol tomorrow. We're getting brunch.
All right. Right now he's frantically looking for his glasses. I hear my phone ringing.
Hello. It's Espanol.
Yo, dude. That's the time.
Yeah, it's an hour ahead.
So it's midnight over there?
Oh, it's about to be midnight.
It's like
already
4
know
hours past his bedtime, guys.
when these recordings end at midnight, he is all-time grumpy.
Yeah.
Like, he hates ending episodes at
Definitely
midnight.
not picking this one up, dude.
He's like an abandoned alley cat.
Yeah, fussier and fussier. And then
He's mad.
Have you called him?
No.
call failed.
Well, Bustos wants to leave us on red. Wow. That's fine. It's like he's in Cabo on vacation.
I know.
Which he is, and he's at a wedding. It's not like a
Yeah.
vacation.
What a jerk.
Yeah, he's acting like this is his vacation, but you're there for a wedding, Bustos. Act like it.
know
Be
when
an
you are.
adult.
Yeah, right.
All right, don't forget who
Right?
you are.
Well, boys, interesting week in sports. I'm glad we covered it. Game of Thrones is tomorrow. Last episode ever of Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones predictions?
How much do you think you'll be disappointed by the ending of this
I think
season?
full disappointment. I think everybody is going to get a surprise on who's going to end up on the Iron Throne. That's my prediction. I'm going to be honest. I accidentally read a spoiler, and I'm pretty sure I know what happens, so I can't give my opinion on it.
No,
but
no.
Tommy, who has never seen a single episode, what is your prediction on the last episode of the series? How is it going to go down?
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies. Wow.
The end.
Man.
Bung?
Popeyes on the.
Bung, who's only seen season 8.
Wait,
jumped straight in.
No. I've seen episode 1.
Episode 1,
Wait, time out.
he sees Bran get thrown out the window.
Yes. And then season 8. So.
And
cool.
all of season 8. He has not seen the rest of season 1.
I mean, at least he knows why people are angry.
Kind of. I constantly explaining to him, oh no, they killed that guy's dad.
Oh yeah,
no,
his sister got killed and raped.
They murdered their whole family.
Oh yeah, he got pillaged.
Oh,
So
no,
what
no.
happens? I think that
She could wear people's
Baby
faces.
Kill Bill is gonna.
Kill Bill.
Baby Kill Bill, or known as Arya.
Arya.
Is it her?
What is Arya gonna do?
She's gonna become the queen.
Okay.
Nice take.
Arya is sitting on the throne.
I think Theon's gonna resuscitate, bro,
Ooh.
and backstab the Starks again. No, I think Popeye is gonna be the
Hot pie.
Popeye. I haven't seen him in a minute, and I really feel like
Yeah,
he's.
team hot pie all the way.
I think everybody's just gonna implode, and I think the dragon's gonna come down, crash on top of Jon after Arya uses a scorpion, and as she goes to save Jon, the dragon self-implodes, blows everything up in a fireball lasting 200 meters around, killing all the armies, only to have Popeye walking down the road.
Hot pie.
Yeah, but Popeye. Popeye. Jesus.
Popeye.
God, please roast me for that. Popeye walking down the road. Hey, ooh, a little splody here.
12 banana cream pie.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, is that the Iron Throne? Well, I guess I'll take it. And the Popeye is the king of the seven kingdoms.
Crumbs all over the throne, just like.
Triple beard.
Always.
Triple neck going on.
Yeah, for sure.
I
He's
love
just
it.
like Jabba the Hutting into the throne.
I
I like that hot pie ending also.
I think it's real.
I think I'm gonna stick with that.
I mean,
one.
since they like to twist on us.
You know who hot pie is?
Best character ever.
Best character.
It's
in
me
the
if
whole
I was in the show.
Is
That's
it
good. He's a baker.
Is it a little person?
Nah, he's a big person. He was little when we met him,
show. Come on. Little as he's a child, yes. When
but
we
he's not a
first met
child
him.
no more. He's
But
like
he's
Arya
grown up
status.
through this. Yeah, I think he's the same age as Arya.
But he's still the same
He's
height,
one of her
right?
homies.
Still the same height, right?
Nah, he's like a
Nah.
6 foot tall hot pie.
He's a baker.
I
He-
thought that was a
Genji?
little person.
Not
I thought there was a
Genji.
little person in
Genji's a
Game of Thrones.
blacksmith.
Hey, bro, Tyrion, yeah, but he's gonna be the hand of the hot pie now.
Sure,
So we're
right?
good. He's the only guy that survives.
Team
So-
hot pie all the way.
Guys,
Team Hot Pie.
Solid up.
Deej, what do you think, buddy?
Solid. I liked it.
Solid.
I like that we ended with some Game of Thrones. Just mixed it up.
Yeah.
Boys, I gotta tell you something though.
What's up, Poppy?
I won't be here the next 2 weeks.
What?
You're
Are you get
leaving?
drafted to go to
I
India?
fucking wish.
India?
Well, guys, I won't be here next week either.
Why?
Or Bustos? Yo,
Why? What do you mean?
It's gonna be the DJ
Game
and
of
Tommy,
Thrones.
DJ and Ray episode. Let's go.
I'm gonna be camping.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going camping.
Well, maybe it's a three-headed monster, DJ, Ray, and Christian. You never know. Maybe we'll get our producer in on the fun, too.
Bustos
Never know.
might be here too.
Bustos not coming back.
I think he might be here next week. I don't know.
Bustos might be back, but we'll also just act like we're not recording, so we'll get it in without him.
We'll start talking about the
brother's
ending of Game
birthday
of
and
Thrones.
then my birthday.
And he'll.
Well, anyways,
You're not gonna be here for your birthday, bro?
You don't want to celebrate your birthday at the studio?
I'll be at a graduation.
Yo, if I could get
you're
Johnny
graduating
Hecker,
from Baracho School, bro.
if I could get Johnny Hecker to show up here on your birthday, would you be here?
It has to be after like 10 o'clock though.
You would
Wow.
you would stand up Johnny
Damn.
Hecker?
You'd stand up your
I would have to make his ass wait.
Wow.
Chris Long,
Rude.
happy
That's
retirement, kid. Happy retirement, Chris Long.
That's his
Yep.
ultimate bay. Is
Happy
John
retirement to
No, the ultimate
former
base
Ram.
Chris Long.
Former
Okay.
Ram.
Quick Tommy question. You're on a
hurry.
boat. Two guys stuck in the water. You can only rescue one of them. On the left side is Johnny Hecker. On the right side is Dustin Brown. Who are you rescuing?
Johnny Hacker.
Wow.
And you're the president and CEO of the Dustin Brown fan club.
Wow.
Excuse me,
People
I have
too.
a claim to that Iron Throne.
I think the title is just switched.
I have the
Punters-
claim to that steel
Punters are
blade
people too,
throne.
boys. Punters are people too.
I can't believe you choose.
All I gotta say is
Hecker
take
over
off
Brown.
that.
Hey, and I didn't even hesitate. I told you right.
You
right.
did.
At least you're honest about
I'll
your
give it.
intentions.
I'll give that to you.
Yo,
You
let Hecker
evil,
give
evil
us
man.
a championship first, bro, before you just
do you want me-
throw
what do you
Brown
want me to
under
do,
the
right?
bus like that.
Browns brought us two
He
Stanley
freaking
Cups.
does great fake punts. What are you guys talking
So
about?
fake punts over two Stanley Cups is what
Fake
you're telling
punts
me?
over 2 Stanley Cup champion captaincies.
Holding.
Yo, I'll give it up to his fake punch though.
But
Like,
we're getting
Yo, those are legit.
those are sick.
Yo, some of those fake punts are crazy.
oh yeah, get it.
Anyways, guys, have a safe and fun week.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll
God
be back
bless ya.
again.
Thank you.
And
Solid episode 8.
let's go Blues.
Oh, that was another fun one, guys.
All right, this is it.
Until next time.
See you later.
See y'all in 3 weeks.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Good night.